In the movie Avengers: Infinity War, there's this haunting and quiet moment where Thanos snaps his fingers and half of all life in the universe just vanishes. No mercy, no warning, just one blink and they're all gone. Now, what if I told you something eerily similar is happening right now? Not in a galaxy far away, but here, in our offices, our classrooms, our call centers and design studios. Not with a glittering gauntlet, but with something called artificial intelligence. This isn't a warning from some far-off dystopia. This is now. This is the Thanos effect of AI, the idea that powerful new technologies are now making entire industries of jobs disappear, almost overnight. Companies that once dominated their sectors are now crumbling. Workers with decades of experience are being replaced by lines of code, and no one, no matter how educated or skilled, is completely safe. So, would half of today's jobs vanish in an AI snap? Could familiar names like Grammarly, DocuSign, Shutterstock, and even travel giants like Expedia survive the next wave? And most importantly, what about you, your job, your career? Are you ready for what's coming? In Marvel's universe, half of the population vanished in a second. In ours, it might be the workforce. Let's break this down. The AI snap isn't a single moment. It's more like a storm rolling in fast while everyone's still enjoying the sunshine. But once it hits, the damage is immediate. The layoffs will be massive and the confusion will be real. Ford's CEO recently said that up to 50% of white-collar jobs are on the chopping block. That's not factory workers. That's knowledge workers like analysts, writers, and designers. The people who thought they were safe. Dario Amodei, CEO of Anthropic, one of the world's leading AI labs, predicts that entry-level unemployment could soar by 20% as AI becomes the new intern, assistant, and expert all in one. Goldman Sachs also dropped a chilling prediction that 300 million jobs globally could be disrupted by AI. That's more than the entire population of the United States. This isn't just theory. The snap is already happening. Marin Software, once a player in the ad tech game, filed for bankruptcy in July 2025. Why? Because it couldn't keep up with AI-driven ad tools that optimize better, faster, and without a paycheck. MSN replaced dozens of its journalists with AI content bots, and Google quietly trimmed down roles in its ad divisions, roles that humans once considered vital. Even IKEA got in on it, replacing entire call centers with AI assistants. Instead of laying them off entirely, they tried to upskill them into design advisors. But let's be honest, how many people actually get skilled successfully in time? Imagine waking up to find your role, something you've spent years training for, gone. Not because you messed up, but because a machine now does it better, cheaper, and faster. Proofreaders, paralegals, graphic designers, admin assistants, and content writers. These roles are already being eaten alive by automation. Pew Research shows that 19% of United States workers are in jobs highly exposed to AI automation. Ironically, the higher the pay, the greater the risk. The robots aren't coming for the janitors. They're coming for the analyst and junior lawyers. In education, tools like Khan Academy are offering AI-powered tutoring, so personal it's like having your own professor on speed dial. In journalism, Associated Press now uses AI to generate financial reports and sports recaps in seconds. Even in programming, GitHub Copilot writes code so efficiently that junior devs are feeling the pressure. You may have already heard this quote: "AI won't replace you, but someone who knows how to use AI will." That's not just a saying anymore. It's the new survival code. This kind of disruption isn't new. During the Industrial Revolution, machines replaced weavers. Skilled workers were pushed aside by factories that could produce clothes faster and cheaper. In the early 2000s, the dot-com bubble burst. Hundreds of internet startups disappeared overnight. But some, like Amazon and Google, emerged stronger, smarter, and adapted. The survivors weren't the ones with the flashiest pitch deck. They were the ones that evolved. We are in that moment again. The difference this time is the speed. AI doesn't just move fast, it learns fast. And it doesn't just compete, it scales. One AI-generated ad campaign, coded by a single market with good prompts, can outperform a whole department. One virtual customer service agent can handle thousands of calls a day with zero fatigue. That's not evolution, that's mutation. And like every evolution before, it's not just what disappears, it's what rises from the ashes. So who's making it through the storm? The companies embracing AI, not fighting it, are the ones thriving. Take Canva as an example. They've integrated AI into their platform, letting everyday users design with pro-level quality. Instead of laying off their designers, they gave them AI wings. Adobe launched Firefly, a generative AI tool that empowers creators instead of replacing them. Smart travel agents are carving themselves as niche advisors. Instead of competing with Expedia or Booking.com, they're curating unforgettable trips AI can't personalize. Survivors understand the new formula. It's not AI versus humans, it's AI with humans. Companies with strong brands, unique communities, and proprietary data are channels AI can't jump over. It's the difference between being dusted or becoming dominant. The same goes for jobs. If your role demands empathy, nuance, storytelling, and leadership, you're in safer territory. AI is good at patterns, but human connection is not yet in its wheelhouse. Strategy, innovation, context, and judgment. These are the new gold. Okay, so the snap is real. Now what? You don't need to be a coder, but you do need to understand how to work with these tools. Learn to prompt engineer. This is becoming the new Excel. Knowing how to talk to an AI, how to get it to generate ideas, summarize reports, or even write a proposal. Reskill into AI-proof zones like strategy and critical thinking, UX and human-centered designs, sales and negotiation, and leadership and emotion intelligence. If you want to future-proof your value. Build your own brand. Create digital channels around your name. Be known for something no algorithm can replicate. Don't fear AI. Train it, tame it, use it like a compass and not a threat. The fingers are twitching. We don't have the time stone to reverse this. We don't have a superhero to save our jobs. But we do have awareness. We do have choices. Remember Chegg? It was the king of homework help. Then ChatGPT showed up, and students realized they didn't need to wait hours for an answer. They had an instant tutor for free. Chegg stock crashed by 50% overnight. Upwork, Fiverr. Entire categories of freelance gigs, writing, basic design, and simple coding are drying up. Why pay a person for 2 days of work when AI can do it in 2 minutes? Even Duolingo laid off content creators, replacing them with AI modules. These companies didn't just lose money, they lost their edge, and their people paid the price. So ask yourself, what can't be automated in your skill set? What human edge are you sharpening? Because the snap hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. And when it does, will you vanish or will you evolve? Leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real talks like this.